When I went in the market, and I see a ticket.
There runs a dream of perished Dutch plantations in these Guyana rivers to the sea. These rivers know that strong and quiet men drove back a jungle, gave Guyana root against the shock of circumstance. And then history moved downriver, leaving free the forest to creep back foot by quiet foot and overhang black waters to the sea. In October 1975, Berbice Dutch, the Creole language of the Berbice River, was saved from the encroaching forest.
Yes.
Mother, she knew it.
That's the Arawak.
Arawak, no?
The Dutch?
They call it Dutch.
Dutch.
Well, what kind of a Dutch is that? I don't know. If it's the
But here of them.
original Dutch.
That is kind of tacky, man.
No, but this saltfish business I was telling about there, John said it's the same
Same
as over yonder. Yeah. So I advise this gentleman to go down.
Or Ibironi.
Yeah.
Not Arawak?
No, man. Not Arawak. They call
That's
it
something else they call Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah.
I see. Because the Kalkun side is.
Well, I was telling him about the Kalkuni. If it's Arawak or what?
Arawak. It's Arawak.
But that's different from the Biruni.
Yes, they're different from the Biruni.
I didn't check on that.
Yes. You don't have any old Dutch bottles? Because he's interested in that too.
So find people mostly used to talk that language, you know?
In those days?
Dutch Creole or what they call it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You call it Dutch Creole? I understand why I asked you that.
That's right.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Dutch Creole. When I look at the history, I find a lot of references to Dutch Creole. But you are the first man
All right.
to tell me to come out just so and call it Dutch Creole.
Yeah.
That's why I don't use the term Dutch Creole, because when I say Dutch Creole,
Yeah,
people start telling it back to me.
Yeah.
They start telling me Dutch Creole. But you're the first man I know who used the term Dutch Creole, and it's important for me. Right?
That's right.
It's very important for me because at long last I'm beginning to make some progress.
Yes.
Other people beginning to call it Dutch Creole. Right?
Yes.
Right.
Dutch Creole.
Then, fewer than 30 speakers of this language were discovered.
He put me with my grandmother, is an Indian again.
Yeah.
My mother.
Yeah.
She was living in the Berbice area, you know. We little go in there with she. Well, when she called me, she would start with Dutch real.
Yeah, what's
So you see, whenever she called us, she tell me to go and say, well, Rita, yeah, we used to call she Titi. We say, yes, Titi. She say, mudeki di baba and call him at a mingi. You know what she said there?
No, you tell me.
She said, go and take the goby and pull it with water. And sometime again she said, Rita, I say, yes, Kitty. You take the car walk wash in it and butter in it.
Yeah.
That is a Dutch, you know.
Yes.
So, well, you know, I didn't catch it good by hearing it then at the stomach, and I said, well, Kitty, me not understand what you saying, because, you know, I go with that. I go in the English language. Then she does tell you, well, by that we there with her, you know, we there with she own and everything. She telling you. Well, that, when she, the last what telling you, say, mudeki the carbo and wash in and butter in it. She said, go and take the waste them and wipe them, wash them and wipe them and turn them down.
All the active speakers of Berbice Dutch, found in 1975, are of mixed Amerindian African stock. Few of them spoke any Amerindian languages. These Boviandas, as we are accustomed to calling them in Guyana, showed a strong orientation towards African ways of life and African behavior patterns on the river. These speakers of Berbice Dutch were located mainly in the area around Maria Henrietta, Peerboom, which was the first plantation established on the Berbice River, or at least it was the plantation owned by Abraham Van Peer, and also on the Weruni Creek. The language itself is known historically to have been spoken in the lower end of the Berbice River, as well as on the plantations of the Kanji Creek.
Also, Mrs. Pato.
Mrs. Pato dinad akalo mute.
Wat is
Mute sa hospital.
Shiki?
Shiki. Di man mute wati shiki. Waliyar ma uri mute mudura ta si toro. Obvio half blind. Blinded.
So, Anna driver? Anna driver ka?
Ina ko komnokan.
You horo Hosiniana? You horo Fanini Hosiniana?
No, ich horo in gut ka. Akat son ako. Yun inturi. Eben is ora ko mute hospital. Is horo in gut fanini ka.
Today, only the 102-year-old Bertha Bell still survives. Wanga you bante?
Matara.
Matara? Inchi motel Matara means Matara in Gugu pleke. You can be in?
Yes, it's got to be.
And you,
Wanga to papa mute. Independent coffee.
okay.
Coffee.
You papa bante Matara?
Matara.
And you mama?
Eka mama. Unakubali matara ko bate.
Berbice? Berbice Dutch developed on the early Dutch plantations on the Berbice and Kanji rivers. A 1792 word list of 33 items sent home by Peter Hoon shows nearly 100% of the items being derived from West Africa. Among the various Creole languages of the region, Berbice Dutch is unique. More than 30% of the basic 100-word list comes from West Africa. No other Caribbean language has as high a contribution of West African words. The nearest match to Berbice Dutch has less than 10% West African lexical contribution. In this language, all the basic items to run, to walk, to eat, to sleep, face, child, woman are from Eastern Ijo. There's a temptation to assume that Berbice Dutch is related to the Creoles of Suriname. This is simply not so. The Surinamese Creoles derive most of their words from English. The European language which gives words to Berbice Dutch is Dutch. It has been argued that the Surinamese languages derive their African words in the main from Kikongo. And Berbice languages derive their words, without a doubt, from Eastern Ijo. The Ijos inhabit the Niger Delta area of Nigeria, and they were the first persons with whom the Dutch came into contact. It is little wonder then that though there is no historical document to support the presence of the Ijo in Berbice, this language demonstrates a high content from Eastern Ijo. And even more interesting, the only place in the Berbice County which carries a West African name is Mingi Mama, a small location on the upper Kanji River. Mingi being the Ijo word for water.
With his stiff standing